Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Keljadis. How's it going? And I am a grumpy Raider fan. Welcome to another edition of the Sin City 7 broadcast here. It is me, myself, and I for now, but the other guys should be joining in. How's it going, everybody? We had quite the game yesterday. As you know, this is still preseason. It was again with the Raiders going against, and another home game going against the Los Angeles Lambs, also known as the Rams. But yeah, that's funny. Either way, it was a freaking fantastic day for Raider football yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see it. So, you know, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so we already got Tyrone Graves watching. One of the Sin City 7 is watching right now. He'll join in when he can, if he can. That's okay. We'll have some other members join us and whatnot. But, yeah. That's pretty much what's going on. We got the Raiders going against the Rams. And let me see if I can switch it out here. See if I can bring this over. Hope they don't mind if I go ahead and bring this forward here. Nah. Boom. 34-17. Raiders win. We're 2-0 now in the preseason. We actually got to see Jimmy Garoppolo play. I tell you what, guys. I loved the way that the Raiders played. within the opening drive. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the entire game. I only watched the opening drive where Jimmy G was when Jimmy G played. I am very glad that Jimmy G actually played. Just because, that's the one thing that I find that's extremely important is that pretty much I want to see the first string play at least one series. If they don't, then I feel then to me it's a failure. Because just because of how we did last year's preseason. Last year's preseason, if you remember, we didn't really we didn't play the first string at all, except for like the entire first string together. And when we came out the gate in week 1, we were just so flat, and that was horrible. But I'm glad Josh McDaniels is trying something different. He's actually having the first stringers together for one series. I don't know. To me, that builds momentum. That creates a mesh within the team. That's my point of it. Some notable names, though. We definitely had multiple QBs out there. Again, Jimmy G was only there for one series. He was 4 for 4, 39 yards, 9.8 yard average, no touchdowns. But you know what? That's okay, because it's not the actual season. He just needs to do a couple of repetitions to get the flow with the game, and then he got pulled. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. 100%. But then we got freaking Aidan O'Connell. Seriously, he needs to shave that mustache. But Aidan O'Connell came in. He was 11 for 18, 163 yards, 9.1 yard average with 2 touchdowns. So that gives him a quarterback rating of 127.8. So I don't care about the quarterback ratings. I'm just reading the stats off of ESPN. But again, another solid effort for Aidan O'Connell. Like, honestly, I'm digging Aidan O'Connell. I think he needs to be QB2. Unless someone wants to prove me otherwise. Then we got Brian Hoyer, the old man Brian Hoyer that decided to come in. 12 for 22, 144 yards, 6.5 yard average. And he did have one interception, though. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is no longer going to be just me in the booth. We have another Sin City member joining in with us in just a second, as his things are starting to appear. I'll tell you what. Is he coming up? He might be coming up. Not yet. That's okay. But you know what? I might as well go ahead and get this out of the way, since we got a member of the Sin City 7 coming in here. The Sin City 7 is a group of like-minded fans decided to get together and decide that we should just go ahead and chat some football. Now, Sin City 7 is not just your ordinary group, all right? This isn't going to be a group of people who are going to tell you that you're wrong or completely count you out if you have an opposite opinion. We are fans that just say how it is. We are going to call a spade, a heart, a club, a diamond. It don't matter what it is. That's the kind of group that we are together. And here we have it. We have a dog here. And this dog, I'm pretty sure at one point said that the dog that chases his tail will become dizzy.
I'm a bear. I'm coming out
and become what in the world is going on? That was a freaking, look at that. We already have an ad trying to bump into our conversation. As I was saying, though, This dog at one point said, "The dog that chases its own tail will be dizzy and also be a Los Angeles Ram." It is Aaron, the Q Dog Raider. Q, how you doing today,
What's going
man?
on, homie? Well, I'm feeling good. We're undefeated again. We seem to be undefeated. Um, Daniels, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep this up in the regular season, but reach you in the name.
Looks like we got a little internet trouble there, Q.
Can you see me? Got a light behind me. I'm behind the light in front of me.
Okay. Oh, well, so yeah, Q. Did you watch the game at all today, or today? Not today. Yesterday.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the game last night. I was a little late getting to it, and I watched some of the breakdowns on YouTube, and it was, I like what I saw of a lot of the team players. I must meet Robertson during that stretch where he wasn't playing his best, but whenever I went back to it, he really had a pick six if he would have just held on to the ball.
Uh-oh. And we lost Q Dog. Oh man. That's okay. All right. Tyrone Grays, Hoyer doesn't ever need to hold the football again. Nothing heavier than a clipboard. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see if you're back, Q.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try talking again, Q. I'm hearing a little bit from you.
Okay, not speaking now. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah. Oh, I like that background better too. You know, let's just go ahead and get with that.
Change.
Anyone under the age of 12 should not be watching this. Hell. All right. So I think we lost you again there, Aaron. Yeah, we lost him again. Yeah, I think we did. Oh well. We'll try to get Aaron back up here as soon as we can. No, he's thinking about it. That's okay. Well, while Q's doing his thing, let me go ahead and keep on going. So, moving on with with how it was, if I may. We did have Zamir White show up for a couple of runs and everything. He had 10 carries for 40 yards, 4-yard average, no touchdowns and everything. He definitely led the here I am again. He led the game with rushing yards and everything. We had Damian Williams show up, Darwin Thompson showed up, Amir Abdullah also showed up, and also Brandon Bolden. I forgot that he's on the team, but Brandon Bolden showed up and he gave us a rushing touchdown, so that was awesome. But yeah, I wasn't able to see how the defense did. It is how it is and whatnot. I do agree though, Tyrone, that Hoyer doesn't ever need to hold the football again. Dude, yep. I think the dude needs to call it quits. Uh, I mean, he getting beaten out by a rookie. I mean, if you get beaten out by a rookie in the first year, you might as well go ahead and just not do a thing with it. All right. Take 3 with Aaron the Q Dog Grader. Action. Connecting audio. It's all right. Try again,
You
Q.
got me?
I got you this time. It's not garbled. Did you did you tell the people at home to stop downloading shit?
Yeah. My whole house is full of
Yeah.
downloaders. Uh, I've got one of them out.
Mm.
Things should be getting better now. How we looking at? I changed my lighting too, so you can see my black ass. So hopefully everything is Gucci from this standpoint.
Yeah, I got you. But
All right, man. So where we picked off, man, we were talking about my takeaway from the game last night. We looked good. We really did. Things are starting to really get scary because, like myself, a lot of the nation might start to get a little giddy about how the team actually looks like an organized outfit for some reason, as opposed to a whole bunch of guys just grasping at strings and trying to look like a professional football team. We are organized, and it's starting to get a little creepy around these parts. What about you?
uh, I watched a bit of the highlights and everything. Again, I just saw the first drive, and that was it with Jimmy G and everything. Looks solid, but I am never, ever, ever, ever gonna buy into any hype ever again because I have been
We've been
kicked
burned
in.
before.
I've been kicked in the dick so many times now. I'm just not. I'm I'm wearing a cup. I'm wearing a chastity belt. I'm wearing everything to put padding over that area because again and again fun fact here, guys. The Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions, they both started out 4-0 undefeated in the preseason,
In the
and
preseason, yeah.
then they went 0-16. So
Last year we went undefeated, and we did not go 0-16.
yeah.
So I'll take that as a good omen for 2023.
So for me, I say, okay, good. Our bench is at least decent than the other people's benches, but until then, I need to. Yeah, I'm my eye my head's gonna be on my shoulders. I'm gonna keep looking at the ground, making sure that
Keep your eye on the sparrow.
yeah. And then we got Tyrone Graves here. Tyrone Graves commented a little bit about it. I don't know if you saw his comments yet, but he says that
How can you not see him?
Hoyer doesn't ever need to hold a football again. Nothing heavier than a
No.
clipboard. And then he
Nothing.
also commented that that your entire family's using up all the Wi-Fi.
That all got fixed because I'm using a different phone than my personal cell. That's about as deep as I'll go with it.
Ah.
And once I got through the firewall, everything's Gucci, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear the criticism, but I brush it off the shoulder.
Hey.
So let's talk more about this game, man. How about that home game we played? I don't know if you got a chance to span during that first drive how much black was in the building, but LA continues to be home turf for the silver and black, man. What do you take away from that?
Let's just face it. California is Raider Nation. California is Raider Nation, and the stands are going to always continually to be blacked out, whether it be in San Diego, whether it be in Los Angeles, whether it be in Oakland,
Right.
or even San Fran, or I'm sorry, Santa Clara. Either
or
way,
even Seattle.
yeah.
And we're starting to really make a big imprint down there in Phoenix as well.
Hmm.
Listen, bro, it's becoming very apparent. The Raiders run the entire West Coast. Think about
Well,
that for a second.
let's also face it that we are a worldwide nation. You know,
We are a worldwide fan
the
base.
the
Yes.
the
Everyone else,
Cowboys
every other team is pretty much a regional team.
the
Now,
Cowboys may
Killian,
claim to themselves to be America's team.
they
Pittsburgh
are.
may claim themselves to be America's team. The
Yeah,
Boston the New England Patriots can call themselves America's team. We don't
they
claim
can.
that because we're worldwide. And
That's right.
I've seen it with my own eyes. With
Killian, are you saying that the sun never sets on the nation?
the sun never sets on the nation. I have
Look
been
at you,
to
man.
Japan and I've seen a fellow Raider
Come
fan.
on, my homie.
Yeah. I have been to a mall in Indonesia where my wife is
Where
from,
else you gonna go?
and inside one of the stores was a line of Raider gear.
Yes.
No other football franchise is like that. You just
Well,
don't see it.
there is piracy, there's villainy all over the globe. And where you find that, you'll find Raider Nation.
Exactly.
Wherever you have commitment to excellence, wherever you have hope for the future, because for there you'll find the greatness of the Raiders. You will find the silver and black. There are some really cute uniforms and color schemes out there. San Diego Superchargers, don't call us LA. Um, but when you come down to it, that silver and black is powerful. It's gravitating. People tend to be attracted to it, like iron filings to a magnet.
Hmm.
And then once you get um, encased into what the nation is, and if you're really a Raider fan or just somebody that's a casual enthusiast, this is deep, baby. This is so deep. We've let a lot of people catch up as far as our win percentage. That was magnificent heading into the early 90s. And they really feel good about themselves. I'm really sensing a reckoning. A couple of years, for a couple of years, I've been talking about the payback tour. It might actually come to fruition this season. Get on this bandwagon or get run the hell over, like Zeus on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, big.
We're coming.
We're definitely on our way on the up. I can see that, definitely.
There's no doubt
But
about
I'm
it.
gonna, but I'll be in the back. I'll be back of the wagon, and I'll be grumbling while I sit there and stew.
Affiliated. I've noticed that fitted that you're rocking. You have got the white on white on white fitted. Let's talk about it for a second, bro. How'd you cop that?
All right, so this is actually my wife's hat. She don't wear this unless she's actually sitting around watching the Raiders game with me.
I
But
got a
it's
wife
big.
too. Who
But
bought
it's
it?
big enough.
Hold up,
It's
bro. Time out. Time out. 20 seconds.
uh,
Who bought that hat?
I bought this hat
All
for
right,
her.
that's your hat. She just wears it. Okay, so let's talk more about it. Time in.
All right. So it fits me. It fits my head because my wife's got a bigger head than me.
Hey,
But
she married up, I guess. I don't know.
ah yeah, depends on the on where you live.
Okay, who
But
outpunted the coverage? You or your wife?
hmm,
Who outpunted their coverage? You or the wife? And what's creepy is
I
my
want to say
other
her.
phone.
I want to say her because I am on my way. I'm on the up. I'm not
Yes.
coasting. I'm on the up because I'm trying to get
Literally.
into a new career field, a new way of life and everything. And that's what pretty much what I was doing while the game was going on. That's why I missed it. I was flying, trying to get into this piloting thing. Yeah,
Creators,
I'm gonna be
you are
rolling.
my only pilot. I refuse to fly again unless you know you've got your hands on the stick, baby.
Hey,
You're the guy.
hey, you
I
know
don't know
what?
where you're flying to, but we're going.
Why not? Why not? But
Why not, man?
why not? But so of course I'm also repping number 24, good old Uncle
Yes.
Chuck. Uncle Chuck, Charles
Oh,
Woodson.
oh yeah.
You know, I don't.
No, Chuck is into bourbon, something that has fueled my formative years.
Yes,
Bourbon,
I don't need.
and then even our friends on other networks, content creators, they say that if Woodson whiskey is not your game day whiskey, it is now. I'll roll with that.
I mean,
But
technically it
not in the
is now
cockpit. Not
because
in the cockpit, no, Kiliatis. Never in the cockpit.
yeah. But no, seriously though, it is now officially the Raiders whiskey because the Raiders are now
Yeah.
patented as theirs. That they formed a partnership with Woodson Whiskey, so it is official now. So
So the next time that we go to Allegiant, they better have that at the concession because if I can't get a two finger pour, it's bullshit.
I mean, you ain't lying, and I
No, I ain't lying. I'm straight up
and
honest.
yeah,
Ask me.
yeah.
Kiliatis,
Hmm.
let's get back to this glorious game. We have defeated two of our outside conference, outside division rivals in the Santa Clara 40 Winers and the Los Angeles Lambs. And it feels so damn good. Look, I can actually massage myself in the aura, bask in the feeling of sending them fools back, albeit our second or third string. We smack that ass and we double these fools up.
And
How good does it feel,
you're,
Yes.
and I can also tell that your fingers are a little greasy. You must have been going out
Ooh.
because you was eating them lamb chops. So nah, I am glad that we decide that we got a little bit of vengeance from what
Yes.
happened last year with Baker Mayfield
Yes.
just suddenly pulling a win out of his rear end. That I'm telling you that now granted that loss made me realize kind of made me accept that I am just going to be a grumpy Raider fan for the rest of my life, but we did good with what we have. I mean, Zamir White showed out with his 40 yards. Let me get into wide
Yes.
receiving real quick. Now we had a freaking plethora of wide receivers. Let me give this count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
And
13.
by plethora, you mean a menagerie.
Yeah, a menagerie. So let me recount here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And I don't
12
credit Baker
players.
like 12.
12 players caught the ball. Now leading the way in catches was actually Keelan Cole Sr. and Christian
Yes.
Wilkerson. Each had 5.
Who?
So we got Keelan Cole Sr. and Christian Wilkerson. They
Oh, we know
all,
Keelan Cole.
yeah.
Who is Christian?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me go ahead and pull up his information.
You got to take a deep dive on that
Yeah, I'm
internet
gonna have
to
to
figure
go.
out.
I have to find out who in the heck this
But as a
Christian.
rebuttal to your previous statement about Baker Mayfield and the amazing comeback they made against those hapless Raiders under the first year tutelage of McDaniels, I give all the credit to Liam Cohen, who was the offensive coordinator for the then Los Angeles Lambs, for orchestrating that comeback. And a couple of gift plays, of course. If they didn't get that penalty, they wouldn't have continued that drive. But Liam Cohen, an excellent football mind, who's no longer with the Lambs, and you saw what happened last night. That's a deep dive for you. Mm-hmm.
How silly of
Some
me.
people say no football. We know football, bro.
How silly of me. I forgot Christian Wilkerson was a man who last year threw us a touchdown pass. I completely forgot about that because it was Christian Wilkerson who decided to catch the ball from a certain quarterback on the Patriots who decided
Okay.
to run the ball, but he found out that he wasn't going to make it. So he decided to look around the field to find out who is open that can deliver a victory. And he saw Jones, Chandler Jones, wide open. He said, why not? Threw the ball backwards to Chandler Jones, who probably was like, ooh, a burger. Caught the
Yes,
ball,
he did that.
took that certain Patriots quarterback and said, tell me about the rabbits. And then slammed him into the ground, causing an imprint. We had to redo the field because of that. And then, of course, Chandler Jones waltzed it all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's 6 points to you and me.
I mean, as soon as we saw, as soon as we saw him, Chandler Jones grab the quarterback. I mean that it went from PG-13 to rated R.
What?
Yeah,
Watch out now.
yeah, rated R for
So,
Raider football.
Raider football. I love it.
But but anyways, Wilkerson and Keelan Cole caught 5 passes. Now, it's actually Trey Tucker who led the team in yards with 66. And he also led the team in average for 22 yards. However, it was actually Christian Wilkerson and Cam Sims that got each a touchdown. So there's that. And you got Tyrone Graves here. He comments down, I got the LA Bamba level fear of flying. And then he said, didn't know Wilkerson was even on the roster.
Look, all I got in response to what Tyrone has got with his festive fingers is what can Brown do for you?
Hey. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be working for Brown. Just saying.
As much of a freak as I hear Jimmy G is, I'm pretty sure he can run down what Brown can do for you, me, and everybody that gets down. So let's talk more
Yeah.
about this game, man, because I was very excited about it. I love the late kickoff. I'm feeling the West Coast time slots and things of that nature. Um, next week, I think, for the culmination of the preseason, they're coming to my backyard here in Dallas Fort Worth, and they're going to play the Dallas Cowboys. They claim to be America's team, but of course, we beg to differ. And there's not really much we can say about them without talking about us, because our heydays have been many, many decades in the past. They've actually got a stellar defense, and our defense is on the upswell, is trying to emerge and establish itself. They've got a questionable quarterback. I think we've got a solid quarterback. They've got a little bitty scat back that has really overachieved. Their tight end core, I think, is a notch or two behind ours at this standpoint. And to just project forward, I think their wide receiving core is not even as good as ours. So offensively, I'll give the edge to the Raiders going into next week. Defensively, they are ahead of us. They spent a lot of their draft capital on shoring up their defensive line and secondary. And I just think we're looking up at them defensively. But anybody that wants to get down and come to my town in order to watch this game, holla at me. Love to get down. I have no clue what my IG is, but I'm there. Just look up Aaron Q Raider, drop a little something up in there, and we can make some plans. My fraternal organization, we man concession for part of our revenue stream, excuse me, on the mezzanine in section 224. Come through. I'll be there. Come see me. Come F with me. But I'm looking forward to next week's game, and I will be at AT&T Stadium, Killiatis. You may watch it remotely from wherever you are in the world. Your disclosure for your locations is highly kept. It's a secret. It is a state secret wherever you are at any given time. But I'm looking forward to next week, and nothing would do me more pleasure than to put it down, albeit in the preseason, against the so-called America's team. Full stop. Killiators.
I tell you what, the Dallas Cowboys are once again on that bubble. Whatever they're smoking, whatever they're drinking. I mean, imagine,
I like the White House reference.
imagine for 20 plus years, or no, not even that, but for at least 20 years, to keep on saying, this is our year. Over and over and over again. And now you guys are on that bubble again.
Yes.
But what most likely what's going to be happening? Hopefully we got the. Hopefully it's the we get our first string to go in for at least one series, just like how it was last time.
Why not two? Why not two, Killiators? Let's ask for two.
I'll go for two. You know, that way we can get some more mesh into the system.
That's right.
But here we go. You got, for so far though, you have our Aiden O'Connell possibly going up against
the new AOC. The new AOC.
Yeah.
Wrapping my head around it. The new AOC.
That's an AOC I'll mess with. But we got AOC possibly going against Greer. I have no idea what he did, but if you look at their combined numbers so far in the preseason, Aiden O'Connell is 26 for 36, while Greer is 22 for 31.
Who?
So obviously what we're going at right now is Aiden O'Connell has more completions and he has more attempts.
Yeah,
now here's the big thing. Here's the big thing right here though. You know,
okay.
The passing average is definitely towards Greer because 22 for 31. However, let's look at the passing yards. Total yards for Aiden O'Connell is 304, while as Greer only has 199.
Looks like a lot of Greer has been passing quick slants and screens and bubble screens, to be specific, as opposed to Aiden O'Connell, who has stashed up and thrown the ball down the field, hit the players in the seam. And Killiators, I'm pretty sure you got even more stats. Let's do the touchdown comparison between the two. Do you have those stats?
Funny enough, I was actually going to get to that because we have Greer with 2 touchdowns. Aiden O'Connell has 3 touchdowns. Therefore, another advantage goes to Aiden O'Connell. And let's go with interceptions, because you know what, that's an important stat. Greer has 1. Aiden O'Connell has 0, which has been very impressive for a rookie quarterback, is that there has been no interceptions. That is something we like. We want the turnover. We want to be plus in the turnovers, not in the negative.
Not in the negative.
But yeah, that's what's going on with our quarterbacks. I'd say Aiden O'Connell is going to outshine Greer and any other quarterback that comes through the pipe.
And I'm going to be right there to watch it.
Exactly. Seriously, people, hit up Aaron the Q Dog. Let's get some more black in that freaking stadium. Let's go.
You got a few Raider fans out here in the Metroplex. We've got two recognized booster clubs. One of my former booster clubs is the Defenders of Silver and Black, which has two chapters, Dallas Fort Worth and also the San Antonio chapter, which is the charter chapter. So hopefully they'll have some stuff out there. Maybe there might be a watch party, but honestly, they need to get those butts in the seats and show up.
Yeah, they actually need to get in there and get in there. I'm sure those tickets are cheap.
And you
Unlike
get up in there.
unlike the I'm sure they're cheap instead of how it is in the Allegiant Stadium. Moving
My
on
friend,
though.
you don't know Jerry. You don't know Jerry Jones. There is nothing cheap about anything that happens
Yeah,
in
you're
AT&T.
right.
There is nothing cheap.
You're,
The mortgage has to be astronomical, and he's cashing in and out at every opportunity. So I only made that point of order, but
mm-hmm.
let's just get them, man. Let's go ahead and punish these Cowboys. They've got a really good defense, but offensively, I know they've added um, a wide receiver. I'm trying to remember what the little fella's name is. The little speedster. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Played for the Texans last season, but apparently he's taking Amari Cooper's place, who created a void last year. They got C.D. Lamb. Uh, I'm not sold on this guy. Whenever we took Ruggs back in 2020, 2019 for 2020, a lot of people questioned the pick. Myself and my former friend Mojo, we were the two that really clamored to get Ruggs, and we got him. Um, but to really encapsulate the point that I'm trying to make is that CeeDee Lamb was taken early. Actually, he was taken after Ruggs, but he was the more ballyhooed pick. And I don't really see the return on the investment that the Cowboys had made in Lamb. And for that matter, Judy. A lot of people have prognosticated that Judy is going to have a real breakout year. Um, he may under Sean Payton, but I'm not optimistic. I'll take this team. I'll take our chances against the rest of the division, to include the
Mm-hmm.
anytime, anywhere, any place. I think that we're going to do very well. I got us having a winning percentage in the AFC West. So let's go ahead and look at that for a second. It looks like that we've got 12 games, and of those 12 games, I got us going 8-4.
Hmm.
Okay, 8-4. We lose over the holidays whenever we go up and we play at KC, but I got us sweeping the Donkeys and splitting, unfortunately, with the Chargers. But I do envision a world where we sweep the Chargers. So if we split with and we run the table with the other two teams, that makes us AFC West champs. And that is a reality. I'm liking what I'm seeing with the defense. In year two, Graham has got this unit where they need to be. I know you've watched the second and third units in these first two preseason games, but we've got
Uh-oh. You got no sound there coming, you dog.
go this past week, and we're holding teams 5 points or less, absent fluke plays like we witnessed in week one. So I'm very optimistic. The defense, um, Graham is being vindicated. I just look for him to move forward. The only thing that concerns me is how, once again, Goodell and his imps inside of the league office have screwed the Raiders yet again by having our first 3 of 4 games on the road. And that one home game is against another global fan base and those Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, PISS. It doesn't even matter what the rest of it is.
Mm-hmm.
The Pittsburgh Steelers host them in week 3 of our 4-game stint to open the opening month. I really like our chances. I like our team. Pittsburgh is overrated. And if we can just go 2-2, if not 3-1, and heaven forbid, let the preseason go undefeated those first 4 weeks, Kiliadis, your show is going to be bananas. Talk to me, bro.
If they actually defy my expectations and they just pop off, I will be extremely surprised. And yes, this entire if not all members of the Sensei 7 were able to make that stream where we are just popping off, that's going to be a lively show.
Oh man, come on now.
That is going to be a lively show, especially again with all the odds that is being stacked up against us. Because again, if y'all remember, the rankings of the odds for us to make the playoffs, or should I say, win the Super Bowl, we are
Yes.
3rd to last. That means there's 2 other teams that are ahead that are below us. 3rd to last.
Well, like
And-
Ricky Bobby once said in the Talladega Nights battle, Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, where are you?
You last. If you ain't first, you last. So if
There
we
you go.
actually get this, and we freaking go on a tear and actually make the playoffs, bruh, we are gonna be this stream's gonna be popping off. Now then, with that being said, we have another guy coming in, but first let's take a quick break. We're gonna refresh the meeting, and then we'll get at y'all in a second. So, people, stand by for just a bit. Gonna refresh, and then we'll get back at it again. Hold on. And we are back, guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and wait for Aaron Q Dog Raider to come back in. Oh, we got another one that's going to join in about 15 minutes. Let's get that popping. All right. See if and we also got another member of the Sin City 7 coming up. Let's see. See if he can hear me correctly or not.
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry
There
about
we go. All right.
that.
Ladies
Trying to
and
get trying to get situated. My bad.
all good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got to you right here, a connoisseur of all kinds of sandwiches. Not just any kind of sandwiches, but from a certain restaurant that is going chain gang up in this piece. A well represented restaurant for Raider Nation. That is known as Domenico's. Ladies and gentlemen, who should be the taste tester for Domenico's sandwiches, Tida Raider. Tida, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling, especially with the butt whooping that happened yesterday with the LA Rams.
Right, it made it feel a whole lot better.
Oh yeah. So, Tada, did you actually watch the game?
Yes. I got to watch it. I was working, but I was watching it. I was more focused on that than actual work. So
Well, at least you got to listen to it, right?
no, I actually got to watch it.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
yeah, it felt good. Though. It was a good game. I enjoyed it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy football's here. So
Yeah. And what were your takes on the entire thing?
you know what? At first, I don't know. I feel like it was a good battle. I think we got a little tested because I think especially with the Niners, we kind of just whooped them a little bit. And for this one, it seemed like we had let the Rams hang around for a little bit. You know, it seemed like we was kind of, I don't know. We had a couple mistakes. We just wasn't clicking. Where I think on offense, mostly when when Brian Hoyer was in, you really saw that Brian Hoyer. He was just he was just playing how he was playing. But I think when O'Connell came in and stuff, you really saw the difference too, especially with the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I really don't really have too much, bad to say, and at the same time, we kind of take everything with a grain of salt. Remember last year we went undefeated in the playoff. I mean, in the preseason. So it's kind of like I like what I see. The vibe does feel different, where it does feel like there's actually some substance there, and not just all hype.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I liked it, and then just for even us, we see a lot of those times where we kind of let a team hang around, battle preseason or not. It just then get out of hand. We let them come back and stuff, but now it's like we just kept fighting. Especially after the pick six, and then we turn around, got our own. That felt good. So it was like okay, kind of even it out. Had that at the end of that second quarter, going into halftime. Kind of put our foot down a little bit. I think it felt a little good.
Let's see here. Yeah, you are right here. We only had we had we did have our own interception. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I'm mistaken, we maybe had do we have more than one? We may have more than one, but I know the pick six with what's his name? Polomau.
Oh, okay.
He had the pick six.
Yeah, here it is. Isaiah Polamau, who had one interception, and that was for 50 yards for a touchdown. All right, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, it was a.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Hey, tell me, but exactly.
Especially during the actual season.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as that translates to to the regular season, I feel good about this.
Yeah, you sound a little relaxed there. You must have had a lamb sandwich or something because of yesterday.
Hey. Hey, I actually just had to let's just say I was participating and had some adult activities, and then I really wanted a bowl of cereal. I wanted a nice big bowl of cereal, so I just had that.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, after that victory, and after I got done flying, I freaking went to the Indian food restaurant there, and I got me some lamb tikka masala. So that was a nice little cap off to that victory. That's delicious.
Yeah, I gotta go go by Domenico's, give me a lamb sandwich.
There you go. There you go. That's the cap off that victory. Meanwhile, we got Aaron the Q Dog, who probably went and barbecued up some of that lamb chops. Well, what was the? Let me guess. You salted those lamb chops, right? Q with the tears of 49er fans from last week. Was that what happened? Was that what
That's
you?
exactly
Was that,
what happened.
that what you sprinkled on there? Just
Sprinkled in.
That's more. You gotta let it marinate in it.
Oh,
Oh,
snap. That's tied to Raider.
yeah,
How you
yeah.
doing, Capo?
Bruh, I'm good. I've relinquished that title. It's just
Oh,
cute, dog.
just
Hey,
keep
man.
my bad.
Think of him as the
Nah,
wise
nah,
man.
bro. I respect the the respect given, but we done turned the page, man. We ain't giving no shine, no clout to that other radio station. But bruh, tell me about how you living, man. What'd you think about last night's game?
Hey man, I was just telling Kill Jadis, man. I liked it, man. I took it. I kind of at the same time I took it with a grain of salt, but I liked it. The vibe felt good, and especially how we kind of when it was getting kind of tough right there, when we just kind of battling it out, we just kept sticking it. We kind of let them hang in there before we kind of like had to be like, all right, now, okay, this is our house at the end of the day. Let's kind of
Like
get
an orca playing with his food in the ocean, you kind of gave him a little bit of hope they could swim to the shore, to the iceberg before you ultimately clamp down and crush them.
right,
I
exactly.
think that's what you probably meant.
And
The
look at that,
Lambs had
you
to
can
go
tell
down.
that difference between Brian Hoyer and O'Connell out there. You can tell that big because oh my gosh, Brian Hoyer. I'm like, get that man out of there.
Man, look, rumor has it that his parents even texted Mark Davis like, look, get him out of there. I know he's my baby, but please get him on the sidelines for he fucks it up for everyone.
Right.
Don't
You know
hurt my
what?
boy.
A lot of people they kind of say, especially with him kind of being that out of he's basically like a coach at this point. And him
Yeah.
but I don't even think he's gonna make the roster, man, because at this point it doesn't
No,
even
no way.
it don't make no sense to carry. If you're gonna keep a third one, Chase Garbage don't look terrible. It's not too far off from what you're gonna get from Brian Hoyer, but most likely Chase Garbage is gonna end up on the practice squad. And well, I'm not gonna carry 3 quarterbacks for Brian Hoyer.
Well, the NFL has changed the rules to where you can keep a third quarterback on the 53.
No,
The way
no,
that I look at it,
you're on the 53 for game day. So they can
yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
person from the
That's
practice
right.
squad, you can have them active. But that's what you had to do. I'd rather keep that for Chase Garbers than having that final roster spot for Brian
Well,
Hoyer.
you automatically gave us the clarification. I see Hoyer being designated for assignment to the practice squad, being that living coach to tutor O'Connell as basically he matriculates to be our starting quarterback, if not 24, 25.
Man,
And since Hoyer's on that 2-year deal, that's how that 2-year deal is going to be effectuated. And I'm going to leave that.
hey,
Like,
and you can tell like I don't know the way O'Connell playing like he really wants some quarterback controversy going because like he came out there it looked real good. He looked real smooth out there making those decisions. It's like him. I don't know. I like the kids so far.
He looked beautiful.
he's
Beautiful
Like
indeed.
I don't like
looking
the
like
hype
our
up
future.
rookie quarterbacks, but he looks smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's looking
Especially
like
when
our
you look
future,
at
man.
right. When you look at these other rookie quarterbacks who come in, they don't look as comfortable as he does. Look at Bennett
Yeah.
last night. That boy looked ruffled, didn't he? And
He sure did.
30 years old, and he looked that ruffled.
What about Stroud so far? He don't look good at all.
Mm-mm. Yeah, this and then they got their
Well,
little
but
grown
Q,
him and Richardson.
but Q, what are you talking about? CJ Stroud, he's a He's a member of the Ohio State Buckeyes. What are you talking about?
You know, I studied the
and,
Queen's English, so it's
and
Ohio University. It could have been Miami U, bruh. It could have been Ohio University. It could have been Toledo. It's just in Ohio University. Go
any
blue.
any college that has to go and trademark a certain word just so for their own identity.
Those
Nah.
pretentious bastards.
Exactly. Now, speaking of some other bastards out there, let's take a look here at how our opposition did in week 2. In week 2, we had the San Francisco 49ers go against
Santa Clara, who?
the Santa Clara Whiners
There you
decided
go.
to go against the Denver Donkeys. And guess who decided to win the game? The 40 Whiners won the game 21-0. That means the Broncos are 0-2 for the preseason. Man, oh man.
Yeah, like the hype that was going around with them, I just don't get
Sean Payton.
it. Like that, Sean Payton is not gonna fix him.
Then you got
Well,
This is what I say to the Broncos making the playoffs. Like, it ain't gonna happen, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, then you got the Kansas City Chiefs finally deciding to get their act together and beat the Arizona Cardinals. Which, exactly, Q. So good job for them. And right now, as of now, at this very moment, we have the New Orleans Saints going against the the Los Angeles Superchargers.
Superchargers.
And for the record,
That never gets old.
it's the second quarter and the Aints are winning 7-3. Just saying.
Yeah, I you know what? I feel like, the Saints and Derek Carr, they're gonna go and they're gonna start off a little hot, have a couple games, start feeling itself, and then they're gonna start carring up the place,
Mm-hmm.
add a little pressure on them.
Oh, you know how the narrative's going to go if the New Orleans Saints actually go all the way to the playoffs.
But it's crazy if you look at the Saints' schedule. Oh my gosh, you're talking about an easy schedule.
A weak schedule with a weak division.
Exactly. But I still don't think they're gonna win the division. I think the Falcons might.
Well, I mean, it's neck and neck. I just don't see it coming out that way. Carr needs to enjoy as much regular season success as he's enjoyed from time to time with the Raiders. And whenever the playoffs come, all bets are off. And then the mask will reveal who Derek Carr is. Derek Carr is not reliable. He's not a leader of men. And he's a fake ass Christian. Ooh, did I say that?
Oh damn!
I said that. So let's just go ahead and let it come true. Let it come true.
Look, this is the Saints' schedule. Titans.
If you love the Lord the way we love the Lord, why are you so scary?
Look, the Titans, Panthers, Packers, Buccaneers, Patriots, Texans, Jaguars, Colts, Bears, Vikings, Falcons, Lions, Panthers, Giants, Rams, Bucks, Falcons. That's it. If you just look at the quarterbacks for that, got Ryan Tannehill. Who the hell the quarterback for the Panthers? Is it what, CJ Stroud or Bryce?
Nah, it's Bryce.
Bryce.
He literally went number 1 overall.
Jordan Love. What we got? Either Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask. Most likely Baker. Mac Jones, CJ Stroud, the goddamn long-haired demon out here in Jacksonville. Goddamn Trevor Lawrence. Anthony Richardson.
Who?
Anthony Richardson with the Colts.
I know who he is.
Yeah, he got that damn starting. The goddamn, what's his name?
Crazy.
Like these quarterbacks are even going against, this defense is going to be able to go against is crazy. So that defense is going to get overhyped as fuck. Everybody going to be overhyping that defense just based on the competition. They're not going against strong competition. They have a few good teams. The best teams that they're going to be going against is the fucking Giants, Lions, and the Vikings. Those are the strongest teams that you're going against.
Tell you what, that's I wish our schedule was like that.
Yeah, our schedule coming in hot.
I'd rather, actually, no, I take that back. I'd rather not. I'd rather have us have a hard schedule. I'd rather we get boned over so that we by the time we hit the playoffs, we're freaking just rough and rugged and we're freaking weathered in. But that's just me.
Yeah, but if we got a good nice schedule going on. Let me go yell at these kids real quick.
Yeah. Now, Q Dog, I gotta ask you because I saw the lime. I saw the lime there. What is today's sponsor?
Hornitos Reposado.
Hornitos Reposado. That is totally our sponsor for today for this video. We'd like to thank them for the. We'd like to thank them for not giving us money to represent them.
You're a fool with it, man.
Oh man. That's okay. This is not a stream for kids.
Yeah, no. And they messing up my damn these kids.
Did you whip out the sandal?
Nah, I'm to the point where I just got to stare.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Just give them a look, and they all sat down.
You give them the looking like you better sit your ass down.
Exactly, thrown through a wall.
Damn, you like force pushed them. Ooh.
Man.
The kids was in their seats. They know what happened.
Speaking of the force, I was just talking to somebody, and I was telling them about somebody who does not get enough respect that they should be given. And that, Q Dog's favorite person, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
I'm fading away.
Very annoying, but played a vital role. Can't stand the fucker, but
hey, I guess I'm just in the I'm in the minority here. I'm in the minority here because I actually liked Jar Jar Binks. The one character that I found that was absolutely just annoying and where I wanted to delete this character from the franchise was actually C-3PO. The dude only was useful for one movie only, and that was episode 6. But that's just me.
Man, Jar Jar didn't get no doggone Naboo booty. You ain't never seen
no Naboo booty.
He ain't get no Naboo booty.
He wasn't. He wasn't cracking no
He,
chicken.
look, man, look, he was a straight simp. So if he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, handle his masculine urges, Misa motherfucking bullshit. I ain't rolling with it. Now I saw some stuff where he's supposed to be some kind of low key Sith. Come on, bruh. He ain't even got the coordination nor the wheel, the doggone the
Hey, that
lightsaber. And how you gonna make a doggone cyber crystal bleed, man?
hey,
I'm
he
just asking questions for a friend.
yeah. I mean, he could be playing that drunken boxing deal where it makes it looks like he's freaking harmless and is clumsy and dim-witted and everything, but then suddenly he goes and busts out the real stuff. It could be a feint. You never know.
So
And
you
we'll
trying
never
to tell
find
me
out.
that Jar Jar Binks went to Ohio State University and basically got a clue, wielded a lightsaber, hooked up with the Emperor, and then made their moves. To quote my man from The Wire, shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Now, now speaking of things that are shit, Cowboy fans. Tida, what is one characteristic that you can think of when it comes to Cowboys fans?
Oh God.
Give me an adjective here.
Delusional.
Delusional. What's one
Now,
member? What's one?
Killiatis, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that it's hard to talk about Cowboy fan without talking about us because a lot of the things they do, we do the same damn thing. Their owner went
Unfortunately.
delusional. Our owner went delusional.
Mm-hmm.
They're beholden to the past. I'll be damned if we're not beholden to the past. They think they got an overrated sense of self. I hate to admit it, we got an overrated sense of self. They got a new stadium, even though it's 10 years old by now, and was the blueprint. We've got a new stadium. I mean, the only thing they've done that we haven't done is stayed pat. We've relocated a couple of times, but honestly, man, Cowboy fan, if you just pull back on it, it's a lot like
If we take off the mask like Scooby Doo.
yeah, you got away with it if it wasn't for them kids.
Yeah. Now, what is one memorable encounter that you have with a Cowboys fan?
Memorable?
Yeah, what's something that's memorable
I
that
don't
you
know.
won't forget? Whether it be a bad or good thing.
I can't see. I can't really say I've had those type of experiences with them. Like, I don't know. I just know a few. Like my father-in-law, he's a Cowboys fan, but he's one of the most level-headed people I know. So it's kind of weird that he's even a Cowboy fan. So I don't know. I don't come across that many. I come, especially out here in Northern California, is more Niner fans that I come across than anything.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Q?
Man, my pops is a Cowboys fan. As a Raider, I can take the lead the Cowboys. A lot of people say they love or they hate the Cowboys. I can give a damn about them. They're just there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in AT&T State more than most Cowboys fans. Only thing I can take away from it is what I've already told you.
My fellow Rome.
They line up a lot like we do. That's it.
All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we have another member of the Sensei 7 that just decided to join us. Here he is, the man, our boy, Tyrone, also known as Raider Roan. How you doing, Tyrone? Raiders!
You're
How y'all feeling, man?
We doing pretty good.
Good.
All right. Well, Tyrone,
Yes, sir.
do you have any memorable experiences that you had with a Cowboys fan? That's what we're talking about.
A particular fan? Let me see. Let me see. 'Cause there are a lot of them around here where I live. Uh, One of my close buddies, he passed away years ago. He was a big Cowboys fan, man, but he never did down my Raiders though. So I got much respect for the ones that you don't clown my team, I don't clown yours. So there's plenty of them around here who they kind of snobbish, so people get on their asses. But lost my buddy. He's a big Cowboy fan. Actually, my little brother's a Cowboy fan. Shout out to Corey. He living up there in Kentucky. My father-in-law's a Cowboy fan. I got a couple of uncles. There's plenty of them out there but I wouldn't say a fan in particular that I got beef with or had issues. Did enjoy. I attended what's that? 2019. We played them Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was enjoyable. Going down there and putting a dove in their house. Nobody acted foolish or anything out the way. Well, I don't know if because I think Q, you were there too. So I'd say the crowd was about 50-50 from my point of view.
That's
Yeah,
right. It was
yeah.
2021.
The nation showed up in Dallas, baby. On
That's
that
right.
Thanksgiving
It was
Day,
Thanksgiving 2021.
2021. Okay, 2021. Yeah. Yeah. That was nice, man. That was I got to take my of course, the wife gonna ride shotgun, but we also got to take our daughter. That was her first professional game, and she was all in it, baby, hollering out the Raiders. She got to dress in the silver and black. It was a great experience. It's always nice when you come out with the win, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I would have to say is this. I'm glad that Q kind of mentioned this a bit when he was talking. But there was a couple of years ago. I want to say about 7 to 8 years ago. I was still in college at the time. I went to go and eat breakfast at IHOP. And as I'm eating, I look over and I see this Raider fan all decked out in Raider gear. I'm looking at this man like, who just became my new friend? And they don't even know about it yet. And I had my Raider hat on and whatnot, but anyways, I let him be. I let him be and everything. And then after I got done eating my food and whatnot and paid the bill,
Well,
he was actually
let
gonna.
him be.
Yeah.
I hope you let him be.
Nah, I said let him eat.
Oh shit! I was about to say, don't interrupt the man while he peeing.
Whew. I ain't gonna be that. I ain't gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that personable.
Man, violation.
Right.
Nobody should have conversations in the restroom.
Hey,
my bad to cut you. Hey, my bad, cut you off. I thought you said let him be. I had to intervene. My bad.
Hey man, this ain't the trial in Oakland now. Now, obviously, I ate my food, I paid the bill, and sure enough, this guy was already out there. He was outside, and it looked like he was waiting for someone to pick him up, or either that, or he was just fiddling around on his phone outside. So sure enough, I walk outside, and I see him, and I tell him, "Hey, brother, I like that shirt and hat, man. That's a nice shirt and a nice hat." And that's when Fred from freaking Scooby-Doo pulled off the mask and he said, "Oh, I'm actually a Cowboys fan. I just like these colors."
That's what you call a violation.
It is.
I am like any other Raider fan. I am just a giant teddy bear. But at that moment, I actually had a little bit of that violent Raider fan in me start to creep up.
Well, now my bad. You from Alaska? You turned into a polar bear.
Yeah, I was about to morph into a polar bear, and snatch that hat and that shirt off him. I'm like, what the hell you doing wearing my shit? You gonna call yourself a
Yeah.
cowboy fan? But
Yeah,
that's
disgrace,
the
hey, disgrace to our colors.
yeah.
Yeah, take that shit off, man.
I'm about to take that off and
It's
put.
hard. Like I can't wear another football team. Like it's hard. I don't care
Never.
how. Like, and I go through it. Like I be like I don't know. I have a hard time with it getting like, especially with other hats. I be even want to get like different colors and stuff, but I can't find myself to do it. But when it comes to like baseball hats, I really don't give a shit. But even then, I say it, but even then, like all my hats, I really don't own nothing but Raiders, A's, and Warriors hats. That's all I got. So I be saying like, okay, I get another hat, or even like with hockey, like if it's a hockey team, I really don't care. But
Um,
but it's law when it comes to the Raiders one. It's like I can't do it.
no,
No, and
I can't do
yeah,
it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't. There ain't no other team in football, NFL football, to rep, but the Raiders. Can't do it.
Even when you know how you got your younger relatives, in the Pee Wee League, and
Mm-hmm.
they're always, they're named after, they're named after, NFL pro teams and all that. Hey, I cheer for you, but I ain't wearing your colors, man. I got,
Mm.
some cousins. They in their team are the Panthers. They got the Panther colors, the
Hmm.
logo, and everything. Yeah, but nah. I'm coming to the game in my Raider gear. I cheer for the player, but I'm not cheering. I can't holler out another team logo. That's it.
Nah, can't do it.
Nah,
Can't do
can't
it.
do it. Won't do it. Won't do it.
All right. So
Mm-mm.
let's go ahead. Tyrone, what are
Yes,
you
sir.
expecting out of the game from the Cowboys? What are you expecting? What do you want to see?
Uh, I'm conflicted with this preseason. I feel like, yeah, everybody's a pro team, but these three teams they got us against, I really do feel like we're way better than them. The Whiners, the Lambs, and the Cowgirls, so it's hard to judge. Are we really that good? Or are they just that bad? But I say just from the really, really pretty much next week is going to be who trying not to get cut. So, we already know Garoppolo. He's the made man on the team. I would like to see Aiden get a whole lot more reps so he can go ahead and get ready for whenever Jimmy G gets hurt. He'll be a little more acclimated to the game, the speed of the game. Uh, I don't ever want to see Hoyer out there. Please God don't let Hoyer, be in the center taking snaps.
Yeah, if
Uh,
Hoyer's
I'm
out
with
there
I'm
this
with
season,
Ty. I rather what's his name, Gruber, who the other guy we got. I rather him if
garbage.
he
Chase garbage.
Robert. Yeah, I rather we use him. It's I really want to see O'Connell handle the whole game. Get the reps in, but we need another guy out there with some reps. Yes, that whoever that third guy QB gonna be, just get the reps in. Uh, Pretty much, it's man. I hate you're gonna have to cut half these guys away, man, because it's like the guys we watching. Most of them won't even be on the roster. We pretty much know 5 wide receivers. That's a lock. So who's gonna be that sixth guy? Are we gonna carry more than 6 wide receivers? We gonna have 7 or 8. The math of it all is kind of crazy. It's because you can only have 53 men, so you want a spot where every position has a backup just in case. The O line, what you got 5 guys. I think usually we try to do four backups, and hopefully, you know, you got a guy that can play two positions. You know, he can play tackle or guard, or he can play guard or center. You know, when the guy can be a hybrid, that's pretty nice. Uh, the linebacker crew, you know, that's looking iffy. You know, because I mean, what formation are we gonna run? We playing with three linebackers, or we playing with two? So that's a big question. You know, then we got question marks around the cornerbacks. You know, of course, we know Hobbs and Peters and Jacobian. You know, they're pretty much locked. So now we got to have, you know, how many we gonna have backups for them? Are we gonna have the backups for two outsides and a slot, or you gonna keep a guy that can play outside and inside?
Mm.
You know, pretty much. You know, same thing with the safeties. You know, you got the two. You keep two backups behind them, or you know, you got a hybrid guy. What they say that Palomalu kind of like that. He can play safety. He can play linebacker, either or. The D line, you know, haven't been hearing too much good stuff about the rookie Byron Young. You know, hopefully that's just getting used to the game, getting his strengths up. Hope he'll be better. I always try to keep in mind, as good as Coach Miller is, he struggled for them first 3 years, man. He struggled. I know by year 3, I was ready to cut him. But then he stepped up, and now he's probably one of the best left tackles
year
in the
3 he
game.
kind of settled in. I think those first 2 years was kind of rough. I think the 3rd year he settled in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He started getting by that 3rd one. Yeah. He started. Finding himself. And now he's a beast to mess with on that left side, man. You know. I hope everybody plays good. I wanna see a good game. I've been enjoying these games, man. Seeing the defense do that bend, don't break, holding it down. Shoot, man, we've been really mollywopping these past 2 teams, man. You know, we would have dusted the Lambs if they hadn't gave Hoyer about 70% of the game. Man, yeah. I kind of felt like they put O'Connell out there just so we wouldn't lose.
Facts.
Like, hey man, go on out there and run that score up a little bit more, man. Take us home. Take us home. That I don't know, man. That Brandon Bolden, I was hard on him, because he didn't do shit last year. And, hey, when he scored yesterday, I'm like, well, that's the lock. They keep him on the roster just from that alone. He gonna make the roster. So I mean, just like we asking about who gonna be the 6th wide receiver, man. Who y'all think gonna all be in the running back room?
Shit.
All right.
Bolden, he playing for that pension.
Hey,
They cut his ass. He old as dirt.
Yeah, they're running for his career out there.
All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to do a quick break and refresh the meeting, and then we'll get back to you guys in a little bit. So hang tight, everyone. Close out this meeting, reopen up a new one, and we'll close out this show with our other thoughts. So hold on just a second.
Can't hear.
Hey, there we go. So,
There you
look at that. I thought I was going. Okay, so Raider Rome, what else do you have for the rest of this game that you want to see?
go. You know what? Dare I say the coaching staff, man. How y'all feel about the plays we've been running? You know, I've been real hard. I still cringe whenever McDaniels is on the screen, but you know, it looked like whatever game schemes he's been running, you know, we've been executing pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any complaints right now with the with with the play calls that I saw from Jimmy G. But yeah, and I wasn't able to see anything for the rest of the game because I was busy flying. But yeah, I just hope that there could be a little more oomph in his play calling and not be so vanilla. So, but then again, maybe he's just saving out for when the regular season hits. We'll see. What do you think?
Yeah.
Man,
Wait.
Patrick Graham's guys, no matter where they rank on the string strata, playing some damn ball and being in position, that is a huge step in the right direction, man. So regardless of what's going on, and the offense will be fine, the defense is looking like they actually belong in the NFL, bro.
And they're tackling.
Yeah. That's what really got me kind of. I'm ready, man, to see exactly where this defense stacks up. You know, against some actual talent. You know, some first stringers for a whole 4 quarters, man.
Yeah, my boy Amik was having a rough day, but you know,
Man, he was trying to play his way off the roster, wasn't he? Shit.
man,
Yeah. That was one of the things that did have me worried. It seems like those running backs they was using, we was having a tough time with them. You know, we between the 20s now. You know, it looked like we did good when we got into the red zone, but between the 20s, man, those guys was running, and it got me concerned if we come up on a team that has a very decent running back. You know what we gonna look like? And then everybody be like, there they go. Those are the Raiders we've been looking for.
Mm-hmm. So, Tida, what do you think about what do you think you want to see for this next game here? What are you looking for?
honestly, I'm just ready for the season to start. I'm just like, um, I don't know. I like
Yeah.
I can't say there's any positions that I'm looking forward to seeing like the battle or anything. Honestly, I'm just ready. Um, I'm just ready to for the season to start. See who's gonna make it, who's not. But it's just I don't know. I'm just restless.
You're wanting that season to start right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
more weeks, man. 2 more weeks.
Yep. Now, obviously, Aaron, go ahead and go give your two thoughts on that. Even though you already mentioned it earlier, just because I like to have you mention it again. What you're looking for in this next game?
I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Josh Jacobs to quit tripping, get in the building, even if you're not going to play next game, get your ass in the building, start working out with the team, get in the formations, start leading the younger backs, end your holdout because your holdout it's asinine to begin with. Your money is slotted, bruh. So come on, be a professional and get in the building. And then moving forward, I'm going to be at AT&T. Come F with me. I'm going to be in section 224 at the concession stand. The frat we run, our revenue stream out of it. Pull up, holla at me. But the thing is, Josh Jacobs needs to go ahead and get vested quick. That's all I got, man. Because everything else is going to take care of itself.
I got a question about that.
Nothing else to do.
With him not being in camp, does that mean he's not he's not learning the play calling or something? I mean, how does that work? When he come back, is he just gonna be like, oh, I just take the hand off and hit whatever gap I see? How that work? When you not
Nah,
in
they
camp?
should have a playbook and stuff too. And it's not like they changed a lot up from last year. It's the same thing from last year. Um, I think he'll be fine though once he gets back. But
He'll need to do some overnight studying, I think.
yeah, if it was like a quarterback or somebody going like with that, I'd be more concerned. But I do think it is like with the running back. A lot of times it is okay. You got, of course, you run gaps, and then your block it fits. But he pretty much knew all that last year. So
Mm-hmm. Well, all I know is that I want to see another one or two series with the first string offense and also the first string defense, just so they can mesh a little bit. And after that, go ahead, plug away with freaking Aiden O'Connell. If you want to freaking add Chase in there, go ahead. Brian Hoyer. Man, I mean, if you want to put him in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter, okay. But honestly, I just looking at the stats and looking at the highlights, I'm checked out on him already. I just again I see him again as just he just needs to be a teacher in the classroom. He needs to be the assistant teacher in the classroom. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But again, and of course, as usual, we all want to look for a Raider victory in this. But besides that, I mean, that's all I want to see is that. I want to see some work put in. Just because it's the last game in the preseason, I know that's normally where all the freaking the bench players are trying to do their last bit of fighting for a bench spot, but let's at least have a series or two go to the first string offense and defense.
Hey, did Tyree Wilson play?
Nah, he didn't play. He had warmed up, but he didn't play. He should play this. I think he's gonna play this next game a couple snaps.
I mean, that'll be fun just to see just Max Crosby come in for a couple of sacks, and then he's like, okay, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
I really don't see Wilson until week 1, and that's probably the wise move. And speaking of wise moves, shout out to Brian Hoyer's mom at 8 first. I mean, that's real.
Now, I do have to agree though with Aaron the Q Dog Raiders sentiment though, and that is JJ. Let's go. All right, you've already the mask is already pulled off. It shows that you're in it for yourself. You have a commitment to self instead of a commitment to excellence. So why don't you just bring your ass back, finish out your contract, and then maybe we'll renegotiate. Maybe we'll just kick you to the curb. Whatever. You already spilt the milk. Let's just get this over.
That's right. Le'Veon Bell agrees with you.
Yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Raider Roan, do you have any final thoughts for us?
Still been black for life, baby.
Yeah. Tida, you got any last words? It shows that you're muted right now. Oh, there you go.
Oh, my bad. I just ran back in. Man, listen, first of all, I just have to say this. I go in there. There's too much noise going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter is in the kitchen with a goddamn hot dog on a plate with cheese on it, saying she's making Mexican food.
Oh.
I'm like, what the? I'm like, what? What? Excuse me? I'm like, you what? The fuck? What? Do you think it's an enchilada or something?
What she got the queso cheese on it or something?
Nah, straight just mozzarella shredded cheese.
Mozzarella.
No, that's Italian.
So I'm sorry. What was the question? Because
So I say, do you have any last thoughts before we wrap it up?
nah, man, I'm just ready for some football, man. I'm trying to make some shake, man. We gotta try to figure out if we can get to a game this year, man. I'm trying to with these I know these expensive ass games, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm thinking about going to that Thursday night game against the Chargers. That's what week. That's late in the season, like week 12, something like that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's one of those. I just hope we fighting for something at that point.
All right, Q. Floor is yours, buddy.
I'm gonna take a page out of double prognostications from Rocky IV, Rocky III. I
Mhm.
predict pain. Let's inflict pain on the opposition. Let's go ahead and
That's Clubber
reclaim
Lane.
the rate of mistake, man. Let's make them fear taking the field, man. Let's make them fear coming to the dog arena. Let's make them fear pulling up in the parking lot, man. That's what we need to do, man. Let's get back to the basics, man. Let's go ahead and put that pain in the equation. Everything else will work its damn self out. Let's go ahead and take a penalty or two in the early stages of like the first series of the opposition uses and to impose our will and force the narrative, man. Let's do that. I don't care if it's the preseason, mid-season, or just like Titus said, whenever we're hoping in order to be fighting for something. Let's just make this unequivocally clear. Whenever you line up against us, you're gonna catch it. You catch it often. You're gonna catch it. You're gonna catch it hard. But the main thing is, you're gonna catch it. And running from it ain't gonna save you, man. And now, watch this.
Nowhere
A
to run,
freaking man.
baby. Nowhere to hide.
Hell yeah. You know what? This was a good ass stream. Let me tell you something, Raiders, you got some work to do next week. Bring the pain. All right. I need you guys to be on point, like how it is with the House of Pain. Be on point.
That's right.
All right. And let's get that last
Creators-
W.
Canadians, I've got one last announcement. I got a text from one of my partners from way back in the day. Terrence Kimbrough, Raider Terrence Kimbrough, he's going to be celebrating his 50th birthday in December. So I put it out to the nation, man. He's a real one. We just wanted to make sure on your show, your vibe, your link, that we acknowledge that, brother. And that's all I got. Terrence Kimbrough.
Hell
Happy
yeah.
50th.
Happy 50th, man.
Hell yeah, dude. You know what? We gotta celebrate anything we can with Raider Nation, because you know what? Raider Nation is more than just a fan base. It's more than just camaraderie. It's more than just a couple people coming together to celebrate and uplift one team. This is
That's right.
more. This is a brotherhood. This is family. And that's the one thing.
And it's
that's,
your mama's favorite team.
uh,
Yes,
unfortunately.
it is.
But listen, all right, it's all love for the nation, because there is only one nation, and that is Raider Nation, and we are a worldwide nation. All right, we, as the Usos say, we the ones. But with that, Raider Nation, remember to strive for excellence, a commitment to excellence every single day to uplift yourselves in your lives. Remember Raider rule number 1, which is just do what you can to get to that one goal, which is just win, baby. And with that, guys, thank you very much for watching this stream. Keep on uplifting yourselves in your lives. Keep on getting and upgrading yourselves. And with that, guys, we shall catch y'all later from Raider Roan, Aaron the Q Dog Raider, and Tider Raider. And of course, me, KillJace907, the Gumpy Raider fan. Catch y'all later. Bye.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah, peace out. Good night.